Hey everyone, welcome back to some more Convoy. So where we last left off, as you know, the game had crashed, and I still like the game, so I decided, let's play another one. So I wanted to catch up to where we were, and I think I've done so. So let's continue the game I currently have running, and we'll take a look at what I've got, and we can see exactly how close we are to where we were, as it were.
Awaiting orders.
So first off, as you can see, I have 3 vehicles again. I still have, let's see, what's this guy's name? I have Based Green,
Sir?
Crazy Worm, Berserker, and Grey Knight are my vehicles now. This one's armed with rocket artillery and a heavy machine gun, or is that a heavy artillery? This guy's armed with a beam laser and a plasma cannon.
Orders.
And this guy's armed with his heavy machine gun. Yeah, never mind. This is I think a 100mm cannon. And our Based Green here has got a landmine and a rocket launcher that I've never fired. Okay, handy to know. Okay, so that works like that. Actually, that's pretty neat. You can practice that. As for upgrades, we'll try to get to a camp to show you. Now, as a heads up, I did start this game on easy to see if there was any difference between the two. As far as I can tell, the only difference between the difficulty seems to be the starting resources. In the past, when I had started a game on easy, I would at first be approached by enemies of like 2 vehicles, not 3. So it's definitely changed. Oh good, here's a camp. So let's camp. We'll take a look at what else we've got. Just to make sure. I have 28 bolts left. You see I have 123 fuel, so we're doing pretty well there. Here's the upgrades. Most of my vehicles will look like this. So this guy, Berserker's got 1 in everything, and then a 2nd in armor and handling. You can see Grey Knight's got a 2nd in armor and range instead. And Crazy Worm's got armor and mine guard. Oh, and he's using an MK1 shield. And let's see what this is. That's a heavy machine gun. And this is a 60mm cannon. Okay. And as for our Based Green, we can see that it's got full rank of mine guard on him. Or on her. 2 points of armor and 3 points of health. Okay, let's pick up the camp and get going. So quest-wise, I have to get to this Torvac Sonic Screw production facility, which is the mobile platform, which is what broke the game last time. So I'm going to wait until we have 500 screws before we do that. So that means that you're probably going to see a bit of farming in order to acquire that amount of bolts or screws, whatever these are. I think they're bolts. We have yet to discover the self-stealing stem bolts, and we have to go back to the Saziak Milk Bar to get hyperdrive stabilized. Actually, I don't think we've been there in this game. And I've already completed the compression coil, which is not the flux capacitor that we had last time. I think that's what we had last time. But one of my objectives is completed. Okay, so let's roll out. And let's try finding the self-sealing stem bolts. And we might as well hit an objective on the way. I'm also going to try to play the game without pausing it at all when actual combat occurs. Unlike last time, I was pausing it quite frequently. I can't promise that I'll be able to do it in every mission, because if I see a lot of red skulls, I'm definitely going to hit the pause button instantly, but we'll try not to pause the game otherwise. Alright, so here we go. The signal appears to be coming from a privateer camp in the distance. It seems as if there's a lot of activity in the camp, but you don't think they've noticed your convoy yet. Let's ambush them. After finding a good position, you wait for the privateers to come along. It turns out your position wasn't as good as you expected. They managed to get the drop on you instead. You've suffered damage before you have a chance to react. Grey Knight took a pounding. No, get out of that! dispatched all the privateer vehicles. You find some loot in the wrecks. It appears that the camp was a refueling station, as you managed to acquire 12 more fuel. Great. But we're heavily wounded. Let's find out where the nearest camp is. Yeah, we're going right back to where we came from. So a very slight profit, about looks like 40 bucks, but we did gain lots and lots of fuel. In fact, we're at 150. So the good news is we should be perfectly fine for that for a while. Let's travel across the mountains. Always nervous traveling across that. We get lots and lots of debris. A convoy of vehicles approaches you. The one in front is sporting a skull and bones flag. Seems like a privateer raiding party. You hear them on the radio exclaiming, "Come and get one of your yobbles. If you have any yobbles, you eunuch jelly thou. Let's fight them."
Orders? Orders? Let me help. Reporting. Report. Waiting orders. Started, sir. Unit reporting. Moving out. Unit ready. Not a problem. Reporting. Acknowledged. Reporting. Yes. Not a problem. Standing by. Unit reporting. Standing by.
You find some loot in the wrecks. 25 fuel and 92 bolts. By the way, everyone, I did notice this about combat, which I don't know if I even got to mention last time. Line of sight is important. If your machine gunner is being blocked by your own friendly vehicles, he won't be able to fire on enemies using his weapon. It's the same thing with the millimeter cannon. The rocket artillery looks like it can fly over things and still hit it, but most of the other weapons require some amount of line of sight, and we took too much damage on our MCV, so we're heading back here again. And we will repair my MCV. Wow, we've quite a bit of profit there. Alright, let's get out there again. Still trying to make it to the self-sealing stem bolts. So let's see if Deep Space Nine crash landed here. You arrive at the office of Eiffels Incorporated, a large building which probably also houses the actual production facility, surrounded by an electric fence. It looks exceptionally well defended. The fence has auto turrets positioned along its circumference. You can see signs indicating a minefield, and heavy vehicles patrol the perimeter. Before you can approach any further, someone attempts to radio you. Let's open communications. Welcome to Eiffels Incorporated. You have been cleared for a meeting with our chief executive officers. Please approach our facility on foot. We will provide transportation at the gate. We wish you a pleasant stay. This is Torvac. So, they don't generally lie when it comes to this. They're pretty forthwith with their declaration. We'll approach the office. You are taken inside the building, brought to a conference room and told to wait. Okay, we'll wait. After some time, two slick-looking businessmen enter the room. Greetings, sir. My name is Samuel Eiffels, and this is my brother, Maxwell Eiffels. We welcome you to our fine establishment. Is it safe to assume you are here to acquire some of our self-sealing stem bolts? That's right. Naturally, we have many customers for our esteemed stem bolts. Of course, we may be able to strike a deal if you're willing to pay more than our other customers. We think that 1,500 parts sounds like a fair price, so that's too much. How unfortunate. I'm afraid we won't be able to lower our price. That would hardly be fair to our other customers. I'm afraid you'll have to look elsewhere for your stem bolts then. I get the impression these two CEOs are speaking one right after another. So one says this, and one says this. They're probably twins. You know you have the monopoly. Quite right, I suppose we do. We realize your desperation, considering the state of your spaceship, and we are not unkind men. So we have a little endeavor for you to accomplish. In return, we shall provide you with the stem bolts. Oh, what is it? Eiffels Incorporated is always looking to expand, such as the corporate life, you understand. There is one particularly problematic individual standing in the way of progress, however. We would like you to head over to this individual and persuade him to part with the deed of his land one way or another. Your methods are none of our concern. Are we in agreement? Not much of a choice. Wonderful. We shall supply you with the coordinates of this particular individual. Please return to us once you have acquired the deed to his land. We shall have your stem bolts ready. Good day, sir. Best of luck. You are led out of the Eiffels Incorporated building and returned to your convoy. Alright, I guess we'll pay a visit there. While driving through the mostly destroyed city, a bunch of raider vehicles suddenly appeared out of the nearby alleys. You are being ambushed.
Reporting.
Good for you. You find some loot in the racks. Wow, that was nerve-wracking. We took a ton of damage there on our MCV. We might lose the game at this rate. Let's see if we can get to a camp. Back to the one we like to frequent. Let's actually upgrade our MCV's armor and health again, since she is taking a pounding. A heavily armed Torvac convoy is traveling the highway. One would suspect they are carrying something valuable. Heavily armed? Let's leave them be. You arrive at the location of Eiffels Incorporated. Wow. You arrive at the location Eiffels Incorporated is seeking to obtain. It appears to be a regular stretch of desert. There doesn't seem to be anything special about it. After investigating, you discover that this particular stretch of desert houses a hidden privateer base. That certainly explains why Eiffels Incorporated didn't simply sweet-talk their way into obtaining the deed to this land, if there even is such a thing. Let's attack it. You charge the base head-on, catching the privateers in an ill-prepared state. This should make things considerably easier. Excellent!
Orders? Waiting word.
What can I do? Shooting the enemy.
Standing by. Waiting orders. Ready and waiting. Unit reporting.
Alright. What can I do?
Orders. Sir. Ready to fire.
Yes?
Orders. Standing by.
Hey. Alright.
Unit reporting. Ready and waiting. Standing by. Unit reporting. Orders. Locked on. Unit reporting. Standing by. Orders.
You successfully defeated all the privateers and destroyed their entire base. You find 27 fuel and 92 bolts in the scrap. There doesn't seem to be any form of official deed to this place, but you doubt there ever was any to begin with. With the entire base in ruins, it is unlikely any more privateers will return in the near future. You should return to Eiffels Incorporated to report your success. Move out, everyone!
Unit reporting.
Well, we're right here. Let's see what this is. You see a sign in the distance. This is free trading. Let's drive closer. Free trading. Let's follow it. We can buy a minigun, medium railgun. These sound great, but I'm also trying to save bolts. Let's take the minigun. 70 bolts. And we'll head back to a camp. And remember, our favorite camp is right over here. So first off, we took very light damage. Let's see. Okay, so nothing there for sale. I want to attach this to something. Where's my minigun? It does 13 DPS, and this does 6. Wow, the minigun is incredible. Fast firing with a medium reload, effective against all targets. I kind of like the plasma cannon. Medium plasma cannon does 3 DPS, 1.2 armor, 15 hit points, and 6 AP damage. We'll hold on to the cannon, I suppose, in case we can get another vehicle later. Ooh. Protein vehicles come streaming down the surrounding dunes. They sport guns that look remarkably like modified ancient cannons. Can we escape them? Your supercharged engines leave the privateers far behind. I don't want to fight them on the mountains like this. No way. We have plenty of fuel to avoid them there. You arrive at the Eiffels Incorporated office and are told that you were expected. Once again, you are led into the meeting room where Samuel and Maxwell are awaiting you. The privateers are dead. Yes, we heard of your exploits. Marvelous. I trust they weren't too much trouble for one such as yourself. Naturally, we shall uphold our end of the bargain. We are trustworthy businessmen after all. Your stem bolts are being delivered to your convoy as we speak. Pleasure doing business with you. Goodbye. Before you have a chance to say anything in return, you are led outside of the office building. Damn businessmen. A large cargo of stem bolts is loaded onto your convoy. They should be more than sufficient for your spaceship. Perfect! Let's get these bad boys delivered. As you traverse the city, you notice what looks like an abandoned fuel depot. Let's investigate it. You find nothing of value in the abandoned fuel depot. Guess it was abandoned for a reason. Pity. I'm hoping those actually come with a reason to go in them later, like you lose resources by doing that. Okay, part delivered. So we need bolts. That's our next thing, we need bolts. We could also work our way toward the hyperdrive stabilizers, but let's go exploring instead. Oh wow, Torvac's really heavy around here now. As you drive along the hallway, your radio suddenly picks up. Fools, right for the pickin'. Have at 'em, boys!
Unit reporting. Awaiting order by. Reporting. Moving.
Whew! We did it! I didn't pause the game that time either. Alright, let's keep going. We need more bolts. We need 500 in order to purchase them from Torvac. And we're going to get that done is by just doing more fights. Where is there a camp? As you traverse the urban environment, you are ambushed by a squad of privateers. They've cut off all escape routes. You'll have to fight them.
Captain, standing by. Vehicle reporting. Vehicle reporting. Ready and waiting. Waiting orders. Waiting orders. Roger. Reporting. Orders. Ready and waiting.
Another awesome battle. We'll head to this camp and we pair up. Assuming I can make it there. Are they around here? Yes, there we go. You know what that map reminds me of? Legacy of the Ancients and Black Silver. Now that I think about it. The cities and how they're located. Maybe that's the reason why I like this game so much. Do some light repairs. And I shouldn't do this, but we're going to actually improve my guys a little bit more by giving them all a little bit more health. What's for sale? Little Spook. He's got a cannon. I could give him 2 cannons, but I need the money for bolts, so let's keep exploring. What I could back up my game. As you drive along the road, you see several gruesome heads on pikes. Looks like someone is trying to portray a message. Our mission is too important to be intimidated. Onwards. Blood-spattered vehicles appear out from nowhere. You have to defend yourself.
Waiting orders.
Yes?
Standing by. Unit reporting. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Standing by. Sir. Orders. You got it. Ready and waiting. Just ready.
Alright.
Waiting orders. Roger that. Ready. Affirmative.
Oh god, no, little worm, get out of there.
Yes, Captain.
He's got lots of fuel, 96 more bolts. Maybe we are getting a little more bolts in easy, but we're also fighting 4 enemies. I don't know. We didn't take too much damage there. Let's explore what this is. The signal appears to be a raider base of operations. You spot several crudely drawn signs warning people to keep out. Some of them depict mines. I don't want to enter the minefield. We might as well stop by here and repair. Oh, or shop by accident? Oh no, this is the upgrade. What's for sale? Let's take a quick peek. Oh, this is a little Spook again. Okay, well, we don't need him. I actually wouldn't mind having another vehicle, but I know the money. We need the money for the other thing. I guess we can look into this. You hear a voice bellowing from the radio. We're gonna cut open your heads and eat your brains! Several raider vehicles move to engage you.
Reporting.
Yes, Captain.
Unit reporting. Awaiting orders. Sir. Reporting. Awaiting orders. Heading east, Captain. Unit reporting. Orders.
Wow, 104 bolts. Friendly fire! Achievement unlocked! I must have struck one of my own vehicles with a rocket. Go me. Alright, let's repair again. And because we can afford it, we'll go ahead and upgrade my vehicles a little more. Let's make sure everyone's got at least 2 points in handling. Let's work our way toward this milk bar, and then we'll call the session when we get there. I do so like this. It's so relaxing to play this game. You spot a figure in the distance. It looks like somebody bound to a pole. Never seen this one before. Let's investigate. You discover a severely mutilated man tied to a pole. He appears delusional, but emits a faint noise that sounds like raiders. Doesn't look like he has long to live. Poor fellow. Better put him out of his misery. As you end the man's suffering, you curse the raiders responsible under your breath. Okay, everyone, we're going to stop right here. Thank you for watching. This has been more Convoy. When we come back to this game, we'll see about getting the hyperdrive stabilizers done. Hopefully get 500 bolts or parts, and then get the sonic screws. And then we'll see if there's a boss battle at the very end. I will see you guys then.